ready.
Man, that is going to be a slobber knocker of a game right there.
In all my time, I don't remember if somebody scored. Roll call, a spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget. Everybody's hot. Who's that?
Bono. That's John Lennon.
John Lennon. I had to throw that in there since you started playing all that Paul McCartney stuff.
Oh my goodness! What in the world?
I had to throw that on you, man.
Everybody's high. Talking about smoking left-handed cigarettes. Good gracious.
Well,
Welcome.
we won't get banned in Iraq or somewhere.
I'm telling you, last week one of Wally's music was banned in Iraq and Jerusalem.
Unbelievable.
Welcome to the April 4th and the Easter edition of Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, and hope everyone had a wonderful Easter, and hope you're able to spend a lot of time with today with the ones that you love, and rejoice in the fact that the tomb was empty. The tomb was empty, and I was able to pull off a good one this morning, and I guess I got to tell about it. My family Easter plans kind of got rocked up a bit. We had a disaster in the family a couple days ago, and I was able to sneak down to Glenwood, Alabama, and surprise my mom at church this morning. She had absolutely no idea I was coming. There she is, right there. Now, I'm gonna tell you, if I could have had a camera when I walked in that church, and got the photo of her face when I walked in that church for Easter service this morning, that's something I'll never forget. She had no idea I was coming. No idea. That was pretty cool, man. And just wanted to let that. Mom, I enjoyed the service this morning, and Easter with your mom is nothing better. Of course, I miss my family, but our Easter was messed up. So
if I'd had a bell, Neal, I'd have rang.
You rang? But where's your bell?
It's got problems this afternoon. I got an Easter basket. I'm gonna tell you about that in just a second too. But,
well, how was your Easter today?
Man, we had a great time. We didn't go to we go to Southside, but we didn't go there. We went to Mom and Dad's at Calvary, where Mike Amos goes. Mike wasn't there today, but anyway, Dad had a great service. I borrowed this Easter egg basket from my lovely mom.
Okay.
This guy made this basket.
Miss Jerry, I know you got him a basket. He needs a bell too.
Oh Lord! But this gentleman made this basket probably when I was in 4th grade when we lived at Pleasant View Baptist Church, and anyway, I got some eggs. So we try to spruce it up a little bit, but I did not get to hit the bell. But anyway,
that's all right. You got the basket.
Got the basket, but we went to one of our the Barn restaurant for lunch.
Good stuff.
Oh my goodness, man, the Barn! You just cannot go wrong with that.
It is.
That crackling cornbread.
It's on, man.
I'm
telling you, every time I go out there, it is perfect.
There's a question I got to ask. Do they grow their own vegetables?
A lot of it.
Cause those vegetables are just so good.
Out back, they grow.
Man, but anyway, that's what we did, man. That's what we did.
Yeah, well, and yesterday morning, we got one of those calls, and I told you our Easter got rocked. So I'll explain. We got one of those calls that you never want to get. Michelle got a call, and we were outside on the back porch watching television and having coffee. And Michelle got a call that her grandfather, Coach Glenn Daniel in Laverne, he didn't wake up yesterday. He passed away peacefully at his home in Laverne. He was 95 years old. He lived a wonderful, God-fearing life. He was a coaching legend in the state of Alabama. Him and I had a special relationship. We were always able to talk about family and friends and sports. For a long time, he was the winningest high school football coach in the state of Alabama for a long time. Now since recently, he's been passed up, but he won 295 games in 46 years of coaching. 38 of those years was at Laverne High School. Wow. There's going to be a celebration of life Wednesday afternoon in Laverne at the high school. I hope everybody that Coach Daniel's life, if he touched them in any way or helped the outcome or the effect of your life of any way, come out and celebrate the life of Coach Glenn Daniel. He'll be sorely missed, and he sure touched my life. Been a part of my life for a long time.
And I still
since 1988.
Yeah, that long.
Yeah.
And because of my relationship with you, man, I never called him Coach. I called him D-Daddy, like the rest of them.
That's right.
And he loved me and you, and always talked about us. But the good thing, I'll tell you this much, I used to love talking to him about Kentucky basketball because he played for Rupp.
He did play for Coach Rupp.
And then he went off to war. I think
got drafted.
In World War II. Yep. But hearing fascinating stories about Coach Rupp and that Kentucky program, God, just actually sitting and talking.
It was incredible. I could talk to him for hours.
Oh, unbelievable. But again, my heart fulfilled with the Daniels family and Michelle and Diane and Daniel and Leslie, all of them, man. I know he's going to be sorely missed, but what a just incredible figure for Alabama and Lou Byrne.
And he was also inducted to the National Federation of High School Football Coaches.
Is that where y'all went that time? And
went to D.C. for
D.C. and you had JFK saved you.
Yes, I had to dip my head in JFK's brother's water memorial at Arlington Cemetery, or I would have died of a heat stroke.
That story, dog. Yeah,
that's a long story. I'm not going to tell it on the air.
But if it wasn't for that, you'd have probably died.
I would.
The hottest day in history record at Washington, D.C.
Yes. Check it out if you. Yes. But anyway, I got down on all fours like a puppy. And stuck my head in the memorial for Bobby Kennedy, which is a water memorial. It's next to JFK, and got relief. And I don't know, I was near a heat stroke. I'm telling you, it's funny now. It's funny now.
People, they're just watching you. There was don't be like that.
Thousands of people in Arlington Cemetery going, "Oh, somebody need to help that guy."
Oh my goodness, anyway, that's good. But anyway, again, like Neal said, everybody, if Coach Daniel touched you, they are going to have a memorial at the stadium, I think, on Wednesday afternoon. But, Neal, did you see the signs around Troy today?
Which ones?
They said football game at home
this
Saturday.
They're all
at
over.
The Vet, baby.
They're all over. I did.
It's the T-Day game. And
there it is right there.
There it goes. It's this coming up Saturday at 1 p.m.
Yep.
You can go see some football and then run home and catch the afternoon round of the Masters.
It'll be the Saturday round, not the final round.
Final round.
Go watch the T-Day game.
And it's going to have us start thinking about trying to put together the Troy pregame show this fall. Should we give it a go? Or?
I think so.
I think we need to.
It's something to talk about anyway.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And we may get folks involved again.
Yeah, 3 years. Not last year because last year was COVID. But the year before last, Wally and I were debating on putting together a Troy University home game pregame show. Mm-hmm. And we got real close. We started developing it, and we ran into some snags.
Yeah, we did.
We ran into some snags, and I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah,
something
to think about.
Yep. Because it's that time of year. They're having spring training right now, and it'll be football
just for
end of the summer before you know it, man. And we can go over there and sit down with the athletic department and see how we can pull it off, man. I really think it would be something that the community would get behind, something that everybody would enjoy.
Oh, really again, man, because I think after a year long of the COVID and not being able to actually tailgate and everybody getting the vaccines, I really believe this coming up fall, it's going to be.
Could be a banner year for that type of stuff. People ready to get out.
Heck yeah, exactly. Yep. Well, Neal, Alabama, Final Four got cut short, brother.
It did.
Overtime loss to UCLA, but it was a great season, man. Nate, unbelievable what he's done. Yeah. And I know this is going to be a segment a little bit, but I'm worried he may go to North Carolina, man.
Yeah, they just gave him an extension. I don't think so. A buddy of mine told me North Carolina hires from within.
Oh, do they?
You got to have some blue in your blood.
Do you?
Yeah, blue Tar Heel. You know that baby blue?
The baby blue.
Yeah. So we'll see. But that's what I was told. So.
But heck, it wasn't a fluke. UCLA, they turned around and beat Michigan, who was the number 1 seed, folks.
Yep.
And they messed up a lot of people's brackets for sure. Man. And they came just this close, beating Gonzaga. Oh my goodness, what a game! If you didn't see that last night,
they
unreal. Did. And that has to make Alabama fans, I know, feel a lot better.
It's got to. You know, you take UCLA to overtime, and then they turn around and beat Michigan, and then they turn around and lose on a half-court shot to the number 1 seed in the entire bracket. You know, I mean that's pretty. I mean, Nate Oates has done a wonderful job, just like you said, Wally, and you're exactly right. There's no way Alabama fans or players or the athletic administration should hang their head over a loss to UCLA because UCLA proved they were right to be there. They were. And if I'm tell you what, man, if Nate Oates can keep some of them key guys from jumping over to the NBA, man, they got the nucleus right there. They can go to the big dance next year. Heck, I know we said this last week on the show, or maybe it was the week before. I lose time, but the entire Alabama athletic program's on fire, man. They cooking right now. I mean, they got all sports clicking, man. The gymnastics, softball, the football, baseball's doing good. Now look at basketball, Sweet 16. I mean, Alabama athletics is kicking, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, did Auburn? Did y'all win the national championship in shuffleboard?
Shuffleboard?
Yeah, did y'all win the SEC?
Yes. We did it in horse riding, whatever. Equine, whatever.
Yeah, the horse.
Yeah, we won that. There's only three other colleges though, so I don't know. We were the best out of three.
Unbelievable, man.
Hey, it's a national championship. Put it down.
But hey, I got to tell you this before we move on. The gentleman that shot that half-court shot, I saw a thing this morning.
He could have played football, couldn't he?
The guy was saying that if he had played football, he'd have been probably one of your Heisman Trophy winners. He said he is that athletic. He's from Minnesota or Indianapolis.
He had some big-time football scholarship offers
all over the nation.
Woo.
And he just said, hey, I like basketball better.
Yeah.
And he went basketball. But
right.
Unbelievable, though, man.
That's right. And while we got just a little break right here, Jordan Spieth, after 3 years of not winning on the PGA Tour, won the Valero Texas Open today. So good job for Jordan Spieth.
He was on fire there for a little bit. I watched
a little bit. Yeah, but he's been 3-year drought.
You think he's going to do anything at the Masters?
He's won it before. He's won it before about 5 years ago.
Man.
So we'll see. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But tell you this, I saw where Troy added a new face to their football staff, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They hired David Dugan to be the coordinator of recruiting.
Did
you read that?
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
He spent the last 2 seasons as defense coordinator at Arkansas State, so he's familiar with the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
Dugan also has stops at Western Michigan, Southern Miss, North Carolina, in addition to 6 seasons with the NFL Europe. He was defensive coordinator at Southern Miss, and at the same time, Coach Lindsey served as the offensive coordinator.
That's how they knew each other.
They
were there. They were at Southern Miss together.
Exactly.
Lindsey was the offensive coordinator, and he was the defense coordinator.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, that's a pretty good hire.
Yeah, very good.
I got a feeling. Now, you back me up on this, or just tell me I'm crazy. I got a feeling that Coach Dugan might be doing a little more than recruiting.
Probably so. I'm thinking he's probably doing a little more.
I think so too, man. Well, recruiting is everything, though, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got to land the talent to get that program rolling. And I remember I had a neighbor. Todd Watson was my neighbor, and he came from Foley, and he was the high school relations and recruiting coordinator for Troy for several years before Jeremy Pruitt hired him at Tennessee to do the same. And he's now at Alabama. Saban hired him to do it, so he's pretty good at what he's doing. But me and him used to talk recruiting, man, and he just drilled it in my head how important recruiting was, and his job at Troy University was so important because it all starts from recruiting. And I'll never forget the conversations we had. I mean, it was you got to get the talent there before you can coach them, and then hope you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I remember him real well, and his kids and stuff were good friends with James Sparrow's kids, so we always got to see him. And heck, I saw him. Last time I probably saw him was at Troy Fest a couple years ago.
Me too. That's the last time I saw him.
And speaking of Troy Fest, baby, it's coming fast. April 24th, 25th in downtown Troy. We got some good stuff that I'm going to be painting and bringing up. And can't wait to show. I need to do one of me and you, man.
Just, all this folk art, all this time, I never wanted to bring it up while you hadn't done some folk art about me and you.
Get David, our producer, on there, man.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, all of the team.
The team.
Yeah.
Kind of like at Julia's.
I'll buy it if you'll pay.
You buy it. There you go. Well, hey, we got a great show tonight, and before we go to commercial break, Neal's going to tell us who our show sponsors are.
I'm going to go backwards on the list tonight.
Go backwards. All
right,
man.
We've been going for years. We've been doing this. I'm going to go backwards.
Go backwards.
Firehouse Subs, Mr. Mattress, Alabama Restoration, Preston Steakhouse, All-Star Collision, The Crease Agency, Surreal College of Business, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Matt Johnson, and it's that time. You better get that air conditioner checked out. Francesca's Italian Restaurant on the Square, Eddie Billings Dentistry in Laverne, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Smith Manufacturing Mobile Homes, Tyler Transport Trucking, Bill Jackson Chevrolet and Ford, Southern Grill and Patio, Severa Ralph Baker Hastings and Reeves, attorneys at law, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Jones Medical Supply, Road Mart, the UPS Store, Health Actions, Deep South Apparel, Turner Mowing. It's getting time for that grass to grow too.
Yes,
You better call Blake Turner. Piggly Wiggly grocery stores here in Troy, Glow Boutique on the Square, Troy Eye Care, Hook's Barbecue, the Pig Cafe, and where you had lunch today? The Old Barn in Goshen. Go get them. The cheese biscuits are incredible. Hey, time for our first break. When we come back, Facebook Funnies, and we got just a little bit of high school football, and then we're jumping straight to high school baseball. We'll be right back.
I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Neal, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spade and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Hey, what's going on today?
Mr. Neal, do you know this guy? He comes here every day for breakfast and lunch.
This guy over here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do know him.
Man, look at the size of this chicken right here, man.
Oh my God, Wally, how many days in a row have you eaten here?
Every day, bro.
Come out to the Pig Cafe, Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. The biggest cat head biscuits for breakfast and the crispiest fried chicken for lunch. Come out to the Pig Cafe.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the
Yeah.
guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put this stuff back.
Man, some
Wally.
good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the square, shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Jason, how you doing, man?
Neal.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002. Wally, what are you doing out here at Smith Manufacturing Housing?
Oh, man, Neal, I'm tired of paying rent at these crummy old apartments around here, so I called Smith Manufacturing Housing. Look at this stuff, man.
566-3883. They got double wise, single wise, sheetrock housing. Come see Ashley at Smith Manufacturing. Wally's about to get him one.
Come on, Midnight Star or Donna Summers.
Negative.
I know it was in the 80s.
Yeah, that's 88, 89.
That wasn't Midnight Star.
That was the Mary Jane Girls. One hit wonder. They might have had another popular song, but that was really their only hit. The Mary Jane Girls right there. And I thought I'd stay with the left-handed cigarette, the Mary Jane Girls.
The Mary Jane. Let's see what I can pull up next.
Remember we used to go skiing out there with Leslie in Colorado, and they had the Mary Jane Trail.
Mary Jane Mountain. Yeah, I remember that, man.
We thought that was a hoot, man. Anyway, hey, it's the time of the show for our Facebook funnies. Dodie, you ready for this? Let's see. A friend asked what an acorn is, and I said, in a nutshell, it's an oak tree. He said, does anybody have a longer dipstick for sale? Mine doesn't reach the oil anymore. Yeah, got to get a longer dipstick. I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a weed stroker. I don't get it. Come on.
Don't
Stroke, man. Stroke, man. Now we wait.
I don't understand that one.
It's got 2 anteaters, and they got the cake sliced. They're waiting on the ants to come to the cake.
Oh, okay. Y'all sent that the other day. I'm like, what?
So you say she shakes your nerves and rattles your brain. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's something else you need to see. Jerry Lee Lewis. Oh man. Uh-oh. What's that? Leave this up here for just a second.
Help me, Jesus.
This is what my partner here shows up to Julia's to eat breakfast in. 2 different tennis shoes, y'all. Now I am proud of him. One was left and one was right. One was left and one was right. But look, I want y'all to look. He shows up Saturday morning to the breakfast club with 2 different, and blames it on the dog.
Yep, Sally did
The
that.
dog. You can take it off now. The dog. Blame it on the dog. Really?
All I know, I'm sitting there trying to enjoy my peaceful breakfast, and I see some kids eating on other, giggling at me and pointing, and I'm like, something's wrong here subconsciously. And I said, my
2 different
zipper
shoes.
undone. I looked
2
down,
different
I said,
shoes.
good gracious. That
They
was
saw
Sully.
you in the line. They saw you in the line.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That was Sully had stole one of my shoes, and it was try not to wake
Oh,
Holly
my
up in the
goodness.
morning when I go. So I
So Sully hid one of your shoes.
hid one of my shoes. That dog will hide something in a minute, buddy.
Hey, just a little bit of high school football to talk about. Charles Henderson will host the big spring jamboree here at the Veterans Memorial Stadium, and that's coming up next month, May the 18th through the 22nd. Now, I think there'll be 6 or 8 teams.
I think so. They're
or
trying to
more,
get.
or it could be 10 teams, but we don't know exactly who's coming yet, so we're not ready to announce that. But Wally and I will be commentating several of the games, and Troy Cable, we have it on live on Channel 2, and also on TC2 Facebook, and on YouTube. Probably.
Yep.
And we're just looking forward to it. Any type of football, I'm all in. May the 18th through the 22nd, there should be, 4 or 6 games. So 10, 12 teams, and really looking forward to that. And
Oh yeah, it's gonna be very good. And Scott Horn, check this out.
Yeah.
He announced his retirement
Yeah.
from coaching at GW Long.
Man, he was a staple down there.
He was
Yeah.
for. I want
Yeah.
he just ready to hang it up.
Hang it up, I guess. Hey, everything runs its course. Everything runs its course. I wish Coach Horn the best, but heck, fire. That's not too far. I reckon you reckon they'll pull somebody from the Dothan area to get that? Or will they hire from within GW Long?
I don't know. GW Long, they're real cliquish down there. Always have been, especially with their baseball.
Yeah, it's like a
history,
fraternity.
like a
Yeah.
fraternity down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be. I mean, that's a great program. So I'm assuming, Neal, that they will have plenty of applicants that would want that job. Because those folks down at GW Long, kind of like Ayrton, man, they got a lot of support.
Yeah. They get behind that school, but it's like Laverne.
Oh yeah,
And
Heck
Brantley.
yeah, and Brantley.
Yeah,
and all
those
that.
one. I'm gonna tell you. We're 5. Charles Henderson's 5A. Carroll of Ozark's 5A. Enterprise is 7A. Hey, look, I'm not knocking any of that. The bigger the better. Go get them. But I'm gonna tell you what. If you want a incredible Friday night experience in Texas or Alabama or Georgia or Florida, you go to a 1A or a 2A game where you're sitting about 8 yards behind the coach and the players that are on the bench, and you feel like you're part of the game. It is an incredible pageantry and camaraderie, and it just, man, it's something special.
It is.
And you talk about Skipperville and GW Long and Ayrton and Purple Cats and all, and they got that. And Zion Chapel
Zion
and Goshen
Chapel,
and
exactly,
Laverne,
yeah.
those small schools, that's their advantage. They got that, man.
They got
You are on the field with the officials, the players, the bench players, the coaches. You can feel it, man. When somebody gets a big hit, you can feel it.
Feel it.
I mean, you're there. You're there.
And then what really just drives that success for the community. I mean, you look at some of the teams like, Zion Chapel and Kinston, and that that sometimes don't have those good years,
Right.
but they are packed every
Support.
Friday
That's right.
night.
Yeah.
Man. It's
like down
just
there, Elvis the same way.
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All right, well, you ready to knock in some baseball here?
Yeah,
Well,
really
let's
not,
talk.
hey, we're trying to incorporate some high school football in there, but just
Yeah.
not a lot going on right now. Yeah, let's
It
move on
is.
to high school baseball.
All right, Charles Henderson, they beat Greenville 2 straight up games, Thursday and Friday, to lock in a playoff spot in the 5A AHSAA playoffs.
Just say Alabama High School.
Alabama, there we go. They won the first game 10-3 on Thursday. Brady Hunter pitched for Trojans to the victory. on that Thursday game. And then a close one, 9-8 win on Friday, and I kept up with that on Game Changer.
That one was down in Greenville.
Yeah, it was in Greenville, but Darrell Lee got the start for the Trojans, and Lee pitched 5 innings and allowed 6 earned runs, 8 total, and 5 hits. Neely also walked 7 batters while striking out 9. Ben Reeves hit an RBI double, and Damian Hart followed with an RBI single to bring the score to 4-3. Then Bailey Sparrow had a 2-run single and later came around to score on an error to bring the score to 65. And then Brady Barron added a 2-run triple.
I heard he had a huge hit in that game. 2 huge hits.
Two
He had 2 huge
exactly.
hits.
And I was going to say this. Talking to our breakfast club, it looks like either way, if we lose the Andalusia and then come in second place, we're either going to play the winner of St. Paul and UMS Wright or the loser. So
it's either
we're
St.
in
Paul or
that,
UMS Wright.
because I don't think Satsuma, which is in their area, has even won a game this year. They've had
So it's going to
real
be between
tough.
them
Yeah,
two.
it'll be those two.
I got you. Hey, Pike Liberal Patriots swept Evangel Christian in a doubleheader, winning the first game 5-3, and they won the second game 10-0. In the opener, Hunter Keenan and Skylar Kidd, John Lott, and Drew Nelson each drove in a run for the Patriots. Walker Stallworth allowed 5 hits of innings when he was working on the mound and struck out 4. And Javon Christian, he also came in and allowed 1 hit and struck out 3. In game 2, Drew Nelson allowed 2 hits and struck out 8 over 4 innings. And Press Jeffcoat came in relief and allowed 1 hit and struck out 6 in 3 innings. So nice job right there, Press. Levi Sykes and Kids each went 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in that second game. Mays White had 4 hits, including a triple and a double. Mays getting hot right there. The Patriots also beat the Wiregrass Kings, get this, 23-3. Woo!
Gracious.
Patriots maintain their number 1 ranking in the 3A AISA rankings. They did lose to Bessemer earlier this year, so I'm guessing that the Patriots' only competition to win this state championship is going to be Bessemer. I think the best, and hey, you boys owe them revenge. Now they think they got y'all's number because they beat y'all earlier this year. Just let them keep thinking that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
And I think that early win by Bessemer, I mean, they were still in basketball, I think, or something, or it was like after they won the state championship in basketball, the next day they had to play.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But man,
It was the next day, I think.
when you're beating teams 23-3, good gracious, man,
Woo.
you're just
And
mowing them
I don't
down.
know much about the Wiregrass Kings. I mean, where is that? Somebody said it was down in Dothan.
Down those, I guess.
But I guess, I
Yeah.
I started hearing their name this year.
Yeah.
So maybe it's an upcoming, like a Providence Christian, or maybe it's an upcoming, I don't know.
Or it
Maybe
could
it's
be in
upcoming-
Headland or somewhere.
Or somewhere, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about down south in the
Yep.
Wiregrass, Rehoboth ran it up on Carroll High 23-4 this week. Highlights on the game for Carroll were Jack Chansey having a hit and driving in 2 runs. Will Jones had a hit and RBI, and Alex Bryden had 2 hits.
Yep.
And Gulf Shores beat Enterprise in a spring break tournament 4-2. Drew Schreiber had a single, an RBI sack, and Parker Sessions had a single for the Wildcats. And this week hasn't been bad for the Enterprise, though. Earlier in the week, they beat Decatur Heritage 15-0, which I go ahead and tell you, Decatur Heritage is a pretty decent team. So something happened there.
Yeah.
And Robertsdale 7-5. Parker
Robertsdale
Sessions,
ain't nothing to shake a stick
no,
at either.
Exactly. Our friend,
Keith.
well,
Which one?
Raina Max. Her
Oh, yeah,
son, Big Mac.
Robertsdale.
Yeah, Big
Plays
Mac
for Robertsdale.
plays for them.
Yeah.
Parker Sessions continued to swing a hot bat for the Wildcats with 2 doubles versus Decatur Heritage.
Yeah, every time you turn around, Parker's name's in the paper.
He is.
I mean, with a double, 3 for 4, and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And, anyway, and yesterday on Saturday, Ayrton got the best of Laverne. Down in Laverne, 10-0. Paxton Steed got the win on the mound for the Purple Cats, and Turner Claybrook, Chance Turner, Carson Simmons all threw on the mound for the Tigers in the loss, but hey, they all got the pitch. Desmond Mahone was the lone hit for Laverne yesterday versus the Purple Cats. And for Ayrton, they scattered 9 hits. Jay Cook, Landon Tyler, Caden Collier, Landon Thrash each had multiple hits for the Purple Cats. Earlier in the week, Ayrton also beat Zion Chapel 10-0. For Ayrton in that game, Nash Evans scattered 3 hits in 5 innings in the game, struck out 9, and Evans also doubled 3 times and drove in 2 runs. Caden Collier had a hit, 2 RBIs, while Connor Thrash had 2 RBIs and an RBI, and Landon Thrash added an RBI. Bryce Watson, Nate Braystead, and Stetson Adcock each had a hit for the Zion Chapel Rebels. And David's telling us we need to halt this baseball info, which we're not quite through with baseball, but we got to take our break. We'll be right back.
Blake, where's your dad?
Let me come outside, the house flooded.
The house flooded. Are you kidding me? What in the world? What in the world, Wally? Man, 3 pipes busted, my house all flooded, Neal. You have got to be kidding, man. Why didn't you call Rand Anderson at Alabama Restoration, 371-5591? You wouldn't be wearing goggles and snorkels and slinging water out the front door? Unbelievable. Alabama Restoration, no disaster is too big. 371-5591. Give them a call today. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally.
Deal, what if you want something other than just a fishing pond? Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot. Bigfoot? What in the world, Wally? What is that?
Oh, dear, I didn't hit this buck down the road, buddy.
Where's your truck?
Oh, I totaled it.
What about the insurance?
I don't think I got a lick of
My
insurance.
gosh, if you got Crease Insurance, we're covered. We'll have to go there. Your truck a wreck?
It's totaled.
We're going to have to go to All-Star Collision to get it fixed. Come on, put the deer in. Here we are at All-Star Collision. These nice people will fix your vehicle, Wally, where you hit this deer.
Hey, you think they'll mount this bad boy for me?
Open up, brother. I don't know if they'll mount your deer, but we're going to give them a call. 334-808-8822. All-Star Collision. Hey, what are you not coming in to get some Crow's chicken and brundage?
I need some nugget sauce, man.
I'd like a nugget dinner with extra sauce and roll. Don't worry about him. He's all the time over in the door.
More plastic, nugget dinner,
We're going to eat it here. Crow's and brundage.
frozen brundage.
3, 2. Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
Hey, he's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. Over here. What? The
Well,
ball
right down
bounced
the
in
middle.
front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down.
Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
you smell
Hook?
it? Hook's.
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God! Hold on. Good Lord, Wally, what in the world? Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. I gotta pay for my gas. Wally, what are you doing at the gas station?
Oh, gas station? What are you talking about? I'm going into Preston's, man. Right across the street from Walmart, inside a Flash Mart. That's the best steak in Fort Alabama.
I heard it was the best steak.
Y'all come on in.
All
Oh,
right,
man, it's
man.
time for lunch.
Come to lunch.
I will survive. Who's that? It's Grateful Dead, huh? That's a good tune, man.
You know, and that's their best one, no doubt. That's great.
Yeah,
Best
I
one.
think that was one of their last ones before they died.
You know, I wasn't a huge Grateful Dead fan. I really like that song.
I was a big one. I know Michael Greger and them were.
Oh yeah.
You think you might smoke dope at those shows?
No. They checked them on the way in.
Checked them on the
Yeah.
Okay.
They got all that.
Okay. Who else? Somebody asked the other day, well, you and Neal, y'all love that hippie music, don't you? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The Crenshaw Christian Cougars beat Abbeville Christian. We're still talking about baseball, folks. 6-5 and 7-5 in the doubleheader this week. And Slocum got past Dale County twice earlier this week. And those scores were 13-6 and 4-2. And Neal, something we hadn't covered in a while, but I wanted to do it today. Soccer. You don't really hear a lot about the soccer
You
stuff.
know, high school soccer, and look, soccer is the world's largest sport. It's the world's largest sport. Now, it's not in the United States. It's big out west, and it's starting over the years to trickle. It got to Alabama, North Alabama, and now it's trickling into South Alabama. And a lot of high schools have soccer teams.
Yeah, and I tell you what, our soccer team, Charles Henderson, what I'm about to talk about, is come a long way, and we got to give a lot of credit to Dan Smith, which him and Doug McClendon,
The soccer program.
the recreation program at the Troy League, and man, has just really taken off over the years.
sure
We've won a
has.
couple state titles and stuff.
When
but-
you and I were growing up in the early 80s and the late 70s, we didn't have soccer as a recreation sport.
No, did not. But at Charles Henderson High School, Coach Vasquez, he is their head coach of soccer,
Yep.
and he's put together a great squad this year.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you, their season started February the 5th, and it ends the last day, April 30th, I think is the last
So the
day.
end of the month.
End of the month, but now they're in region play. But they played Carroll Ozark the other night, Thursday night, and Carroll beat them. One of our local teams, 5-1.
Yep.
For Carroll, Blake Johnson and Isaiah Riggins scored for them.
Yep.
It proved Carroll 9-1.
Well, Carroll's good in soccer.
They are, and they're 6-0 in the region, and those state championships are busted in categories. So it's 4A and 5A combined together that will play.
Okay.
And Charles Henderson, let me just give you some heads up on a couple good players that are on that team. Hayden Bush, Jacob Meadows, Nicholas Pearson, and the key player, Deacon Keck.
His daddy's the golf coach over at University.
Troy. And let me tell you something. I asked around about him, and let me tell you something. They say, buddy, he's a stud. He's had 3 hat tricks. Bing,
Tell
bing,
everybody
bing.
what a hat trick is.
A hat trick is when they score 3 goals
In one game.
in one game, and that's pretty tough to do. And he's had 3 of them. Great kid, good family, and let me tell you something. Because of his hard play, there's he is right there. His hard play and those hat tricks over the last couple of weeks, he gets Marco's Pizza of the Week. So bing,
Ding,
bing, bing, bing,
ding,
bing.
ding, ding. Where's the bell?
I don't have my bell, Deacon. But you win the Marco's One Topping Pizza.
Congratulations.
All you have to do is go to Marco's in Troy and order pizza. Tell them who you are. Show them your driver's license.
A large
And
one topping. It's
one
all yours.
topping. So, and then, and that's something you and I, we just got to continue doing, talking about some of these sports that we don't hear a lot or you don't see a lot, but people play it,
Yeah.
So, like the wrestling, you help incorporate that. We do a lot of the wrestling.
Yep.
And one day, folks, we get in curling. I don't know how we're going to do it, but one day, when curling comes, I'm going to be the curling coach.
You're going to be the coach.
Man, I can do it, man. I think we can do it, man.
I tell you, another sport, lacrosse, is big out west.
That's big,
And it's
man.
starting to come. It's starting to come. This
Your
way,
little
too.
nephew,
Yeah,
huge
Leslie's
out there.
son, Connor and Grant,
Oh,
are
my
both just
goodness.
incredible lacrosse players.
Unbelievable.
Really.
Well, what about some softball, brother?
Hey, moving on into some softball real quick. Charles Henderson beat the Pike Road Patriots 10-8 the other day. The Trojans scored a total of 9 runs in the final 3 innings. Hannah Sparrow got the start for the Trojans. Sparrow pitched all 7 innings. She earned the win. And Sparrow gave up 8 runs, but only one of them was earned. There was a bunch of errors in the game and some walks. And she allowed 6 hits and walked 4, like I said, but she struck out 4 as well. Trojans had 13 hits in the game. Ashlyn Shaver led the Trojans at the plate. She went 3 for 4 with 1 RBI and 2 runs scored. Gracie Sneed went 2 for 2. She had 2 RBIs and also scored a run. Sparrow was also hot at the plate. She went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Mackenzie Kane finished with 2 hits, and she scored a run as well. Heather Maxwell, Madison Stewart, Stella Gilbreth, and Madison Allen also contributed with hits in the game.
Oh, wow.
So, and hey, you're talking about Carroll soccer, but earlier in the week, Carroll also beat Charles Henderson in softball.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, 8-7. That was over in Ozark, and Michaela Worley was 4 for 4, and Alexa Worley was 3 for 4. So the Worley girls put on a show with a double and an RBI to lead Carroll to the victory, which seized a 8-3 lead and held on for the win. Anna Treywick added a single with 2 RBIs, and Kaylee Gardner added a single and an RBI. For Charles Henderson in the game against Carroll, Mackenzie Kane and Hannah Sparrow had 2 hits each. Kane and Sparrow is becoming a repetitive thing, isn't it?
Sounds like a law firm.
Yeah. Kane and Sparrow earning a double, Sparrow driving in a run. Stella Gilbreth also hit a home run in that game. Kaylin Holt was Carol's winning pitcher. She allowed 6 hits, 1 earned run, and over 7 innings. She struck out 1 and walked 3. So, hey, great. It's been a while since Carol beat Troy Charles Henderson in softball. So congratulations to the Carol Eagles.
Yeah, I want to give a shout. I know James will hate this when we say this, but man, he would never want any recognition. But he does such a good job of those fields.
He does.
Man, people. I had the other day somebody say, "Man, who y'all get to do that?" And I'm like, "You'd never believe it."
Yeah.
One guy does all that. He is just so James
is incredible on those fields. I told him the other day when he was chalking the Charles Henderson field. I said, "How much you charge an hour?" And he just chuckled.
And he don't charge nothing, but that goes to show that there's people, families, and people in your programs that go above and beyond. And
that's right.
He's one of them.
He deserves a recognizing.
And he's gonna be mad that I said that, but
let him be
mad. All right, Pike Liberal Art Patriots. They knocked off Morgan Academy 12-0 on Tuesday. The win for the Patriots extends their winning streak to 7 games and improves their overall record. Listen to this, 19-7.
The Lady Patriots.
Allie Russian pitched for the Patriots. The Patriots finished the game with 6 hits. Morgan Bundy finished 2-2 at the plate with 4 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Grace Russian went 2 for 2 and 2 RBIs and a run scored. Emily Bryan, Allie Russian, Bailey Eaton, and Emily Williamson had an RBI apiece. The Lady Patriots continue to hold down that #1 rank, baby, for 3A AISA, and I tell you, I don't see them losing the state championship.
Look, man, baseball's ranked #1, softball's ranked #1. I mean, they just got it rolling.
Football ranked #1. I mean, basketball.
Football ain't ranked #1. They are #1. Basketball ain't ranked #1. They are #1. So,
unbelievable.
they go on and wrap this up and do the, we'll call it the hat trick.
The hat trick. Yeah. I don't know.
State championship hat trick.
The hat and bunny trick.
Yeah.
Do the softball.
That'd be great for the Pike Liberal softball to win a state championship and the baseball to win a state championship in the same year. Exactly. Hey, we'll have to have a parade downtown.
Oh, I know. Heck yeah.
But hey, moving on in some high school softball. Ayrton beats Highland Home 18-3 and Goshen 16-2. Carroll gets beat by Leroy 12-2, and then Carroll turned around and lost to Laverne 7-6. So it wasn't a great week for Carroll, but they did beat Charles Henderson. Laverne then turned around and lost to Leroy 6-2. All those games right there were down in Ayrton when Ayrton hosted a little tournament this weekend.
Exactly. Yeah. And when I know we're up against another hard break, but when we get back, we'll talk a little bit about New Brockton and Pike County. So don't turn that dial.
Man, what are you doing that pine straw down here in my Jap maple orchard?
Oh, Neal, man, I'm going to have your Japanese maple orchard look like Augusta International, baby.
Man, if you want your yard to look like Augusta International, you need to call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing, 465-0600. The grass is starting to get green. Everything's starting to bud. My Jap maples are all blooming. Call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing, 465-0600. Oh, my God. Here, man.
Well, I'm up here at Bill Jackson. I'm about to break in this Raptor out here and go take it for a test drive, bro.
Hey, you want to break in? Why don't you just ask them for a test drive? They're nice. They're up here. Bill Jackson Ford, Bill Jackson Chip. Hey, Bill Jackson's got both sides of 231 covered, man. F-150s, Mustang GTs, Chevy Tahoes, Cadillacs, GMC trucks, you name it. Come to Bill Jackson Auto for all your auto needs.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Lenny Traver play, and I'm going to give me one of these bad boy steaks that they've won an award for.
Best steak in the States. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traver, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You can call Matt Johnson.
Hey,
Wally.
Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling.
Wally, what are you doing in the cornfield, man?
Get the corn, dude.
Corn? Yeah. You can't get people's corn. That's against the law. Why don't you go to Piggly Wiggly on 231 on Greenot where it's fresh produce? Come on, man.
Now, isn't this better? Air conditioned. Look at all this produce, man. Here we are at Piggly Wiggly on 231. Also, best butcher in Pike County. Reader's Choice 2020.
Man, I got a big party coming on tonight, man. I got girls coming
What?
everywhere. Hey,
What are you doing up here at Southern Grill and Patio, man, with all you girls?
getting a big green egg, man. Only place in Florida's got them.
You having a big party, I heard you
Oh,
say?
yeah, got girls coming and
Well,
everything.
you need to get all this deck furniture. They got the big green eggs, the medium green eggs, the little green eggs, everything for a big party on a deck. They got the wood thing. Hey, you got pellet grills, gas grills, anything you need. Southern Grill and Patio on North 3 Notch in Troy.
What's that, the robot? Playing some good music there. Eddie Grant, man. Eddie Grant. Got one right
We
from
got
it.
one, man.
Get me down, Doug, over there.
That may be banned in Jamaica or somewhere. I don't know. We'll get the email in the morning.
We'll get the email.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
How did New Brockton do in softball?
Okay, continuing softball, New Brockton, they beat Pike County 11-5 this week. Jada Duncan and Amber Kidd had two hits each for Pike County. And Ariel Moultrie had a triple and an RBI. And Colin Wilkerson, she had a single and a RBI.
I used to coach Kylan.
She's a good little ball
Yeah,
player.
she Kai is short for Kylan. We call her Kai.
Kai,
But
yeah.
not only can, according to your script here, that she's a good hitter, but she can pitch.
Pitch.
Yes, sir. The Lady Warriors of Dale County turned around and beat Ayrton 10-8 this week. So Ayrton won all those games, but then they turned around and lost to Dale County. So that's the way it goes, man. And that wraps it up for high school sports. But hey, there's a little bit of college basketball going on.
Oh, yeah, we got a little college
Got a
basketball.
little college
going on.
basketball going
Exactly.
down. The championship game is all set. Tomorrow night, Gonzaga versus Baylor. Two number 1 seeds going at it head to head. And, hey, I think they're the best two teams. The cream of the crop rose to the top, in my opinion.
You're right.
You know, you got all these Cinderella stories, but the cream of the crop is there. I tell you, man, the big guy, Timmy, for Gonzaga, man, he's dang tough, man. I mean, you got to double him. I mean, sometimes he gets the ball down low and just scores at will. When there's somebody that's his size or smaller guarding him, man, he just turns around and scores. I mean, like there's nothing to it. When he's on the lower block, and in my mind, if Baylor's got to double him, man, they got to double him. I mean, he kind of reminds me of myself back when I was young and had those moves up under the basket.
You did have some moves, man. They'll get all mad and take the ball. Him and Mark Jeffcoat and Alan Argini would
Get the
take
ball
the
and
ball and leave.
Yep.
But, man, you got to talk about this half-court shot last night. Unbelievable. What a finish. After Houston just getting throttled by Baylor, the
And
Gonzaga.
I mean, Baylor just throttled them, Wally. It was never close.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Well, tell me about the half quarter.
Man, let me tell you, I'm sitting there. I'm sitting on the couch, got my dog with me, and, buddy, I'm just thinking, all right, get it one more time so we can go second overtime, because I didn't want to go to bed.
Yeah.
And they do it. He goes down half court. I'm like, in the amount of time.
I come out of my chair, man. The whole living room exploded. And Daniel, Michelle's little brother, was on the phone with Delta trying to get bereavement fare squared away for Leslie, because she was flying at 4 o'clock this morning to Alabama. And he comes flying out of the bedroom, and he says, if I don't get this worked out for Leslie and get her bereavement fare, it's all y'all's fault. Because we were just screaming and hooping. Hollering. And he's on speakerphone with Delta at 10:30 last night.
10:30.
That was
Wow.
funny, man.
But, man, it was a great shot. And, hey, hats off to him, man.
Yeah, man. But me too, bro. But it was the game. You say you hate to see a game like that decided on a lucky shot. Now, he was aiming at it, wasn't he?
I mean, he was shooting it towards the basket.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
he was.
so
I mean,
you know, they practice them things. They'll shoot them up from half court during practice. I mean, they practice that crap. But I mean, I still classify it as lucky. I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit.
yeah, I
you know,
give old Nealism. It's a 50-50.
It's a
Yeah, I mean,
50-50,
you
man.
just throwing it up
Yeah.
and hope
Yeah.
half you'll
It
get it.
is,
and all
man.
that,
But you got to give the guy credit, man. Like Wally said, he was supposed to play football for all these schools. He came to Gonzaga and played basketball, and he wasn't quite a half court shot, but it was a long 3-pointer. And I'd say it was about halfway between the 3-point line and half court. And he heaved it up, and he was aiming for it now. I mean, he was trying to make it. I mean, there's a little skill involved, but it went in, and like you said, but man, that's great for Gonzaga, but I'm going out on a limb. I got Baylor.
You got
I
Baylor,
got
huh?
Baylor. I'm taking Baylor, man, and that's a little bit of an upset. You know, Vegas has got Gonzaga a 5-point favorite tomorrow night. Gonzaga is 5-point favorites over Baylor tomorrow night, but I don't need any points. I think Baylor's going to win it straight up.
Well, I just think
it's their turn, man.
Well, yeah, but I think because of the media lockdown, they've been there, 4.5 weeks?
Oh, bubble type deal.
So
Yep.
I don't think Gonzaga's getting a lot of this. Hey, are you going to be the first team in 40 years
Yeah.
to go undefeated? They're not getting a lot of that.
Like Kentucky was.
So like Kentucky and all that was. So, and UNLV, of course, they happen to be.
Yeah, yeah.
I just Gonzaga.
So you think they're gonna pull it off?
It's going to be close, and I think if Gonzaga gets ahead like 10 to 12 points
Yeah.
early, I just
Baylor
don't,
not gonna be able to come
I
back.
just don't think they're gonna be able to come back. That's just me for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But anyway, did you see where that poor Auburn player is already declared for the draft?
Yes, I did. Sharif Cooper
Unbelievable.
declared for the NBA draft, and he's the best player that's been at Auburn in a long time. I mean, he's a one and done, of course. But he came under auspicious circumstances. He only got to play 12 games.
Yeah,
He had to sit out. He had to sit out the first half of the season for the NCAA to clear him, and then he only got to play 12 games. So he's 12 games in a college career, and he declares for the NBA draft. Now, I'm not saying he's not good enough, because he's an awesome guard, but I'll tell you what. Now they got the work cut out for him to replace him. I mean, he played a heck of a 12 games. I'll say that. But Sharif Cooper declares for the NBA draft. Hey, guess who's in first place in the B Graves March Madness Pick'em contest?
Sack of suds.
Not the Sack of Suds.
I hadn't checked since
Me,
I was,
brother.
Oh, you had it?
I'm in first
Ding,
place.
ding,
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 ding, ding, ding. Now, if I win it, I'm gonna give it to whoever's in number 2. And
Was
there's
it Adam Brookins?
No, Adam is right there. Yeah. Last place. Sack of Suds last place? No, Doty's in last place.
Doty's in last place. That's what I figured. Yeah.
Doty's in last place. Anyway,
Well, I hope Adam Brookins wins second. Because
Yeah.
guess what I saw on his Facebook
he
page?
just got engaged.
He just got engaged.
Yeah, so he
So
needs
congratulations.
he needs a $50 gift
He needs
certificate
he
to the
needs
B
a-
Graves uptown.
To the B Graves.
But,
But you think you're gonna win the point wise?
I've got Gonzaga winning it on the pick sheet. Now I just turn around and pick Baylor here with me and you.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, I got Gonzaga winning it. But we'll see. We'll see. And also, Auburn has hired Johnny Harris to be the next ladies basketball coach on the Plains. And
saw that.
she comes from Texas. She was the assistant head coach for the Texas Longhorns. But, hey, she's got 16 years SEC experience before she went out to Texas. And, hey, you know what that does, though? It secures Shanda Rigby at Troy.
I like that.
And, hey, she's still the Troy Trojans head coach. Maybe now Auburn's hired there and they filled their vacancy. Those big-time recruits that she was saying wasn't coming to Troy because they thought she was leaving Auburn, maybe they'll come on to Troy.
Come on, Troy.
And selfishly, just selfish on my part, I'm glad Rigby didn't get the Auburn job because that means she's going to be the Troy coach.
Exactly.
Because a woman can coach basketball.
Oh,
I'm
I
telling
know,
you,
man. And some other coaching moves in basketball, which we already touched early on. Rory Williams, he retired from North Carolina, which is weird. I mean, they do it during the Final Four. I mean,
he was out, though. He was out.
I mean, that's just weird that you do it during a tournament.
I'm sure he had a reason or something.
I mean, you don't see people retiring the day of the SEC football game.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. It was kind of weird, but I'm surely there was a reason, though.
Yeah, and then Texas hired Chris Beard away from Texas Tech. And speaking about hiring away, we got this one last break, and then we got some cool stuff to talk to you about. So don't turn that dial. We'll be right back.
What in the world, Wally? What is that?
Oh, Neal, I done hit this buck down the road, buddy.
Where's your truck?
Oh, I totaled it.
What about the insurance?
I don't think I got a lick of
My
insurance.
gosh, if you got Crease Insurance, we're covered. We'll have to go there. Your truck a wreck?
It's totaled.
We're going to have to go to All-Star Collision to get it fixed. Come on, put the deer in.
Let's see, Mr. Mike.
Man, is Mr. Crease in? Wally has hit a deer, and he's got insurance with Crease Agency. Mike!
Wally,
Wally's
what
hit,
happened?
Wally's hit a deer,
Are
man.
you okay?
I'm okay. Can you mount this thing?
Well, I mounted the one I killed. I guess we'll mount yours
gonna
too. But first, we're going to fix your truck.
That
Good
sounds
deal.
good.
Call the Crease Agency for all your insurance needs.
Hey, Neal, man, need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night. Well, Patrick's crazy.
What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys yesterday. You already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance.
Are you okay?
Man, I think I
Pulled your leg
pulled
muscle?
my leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay.
I hope too.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're going to run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies. Cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs. Wally, what are you doing at Roadmart on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing with that tire?
Oh, Neal, I'm going to put some 25s on this bad boy.
Oh, Lord, 25? Yeah. They even make 25? Hey, they can do specialty rims at Roadmart here in Troy, Alabama. They also do brake work and change your oil, anything under the hood here at Roadmart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his rim. 566-3413, Roadmart on 231.
Wally, what you got there?
Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude.
A cane pole and wigglers?
Oh, heck yeah, man. When you wear deep south apparel,
You look good, you feel good, you can fish good. Well, I got on these.
what you got? I got a big shark. Could be Charles's cousin.
With a cane pole. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel. Look for him on Facebook. Deep South Apparel. You might catch a shark. Wait a minute. Break it. Broke. The shark broke the hook. We gonna get him next time.
Breaker 19. I see some smokies up here on 231.
Wally, what are you doing up in that big rig at Tyler Transport?
Oh, baby, I'm driving for Tyler Transport, brother.
Wally, you got to have a special CDL license to drive these big rigs, man.
Sure.
I know, but if you do get your special CDL license, you need to go see them at Tyler Transport. Hey, they offer special benefits packages, competitive pay, you're home on the weekends, and also they got those new glide packages on those rides. Give them a call, 566-7474.
Here I come,
Get out
baby.
of there. Good gravy.
Who's that?
Herbie Hancock, man.
Didn't you steal my
Herbie
Herbie
Hancock.
Hancock?
No, you stole my Herbie Hancock cassette.
No, you stole mine.
You still got it, probably.
No,
You
stole-
save everything. Unbelievable. Herbie Hancock. Hey,
Okay.
a little bit of Major League Baseball, man. Major League Baseball off and running. You got the first weekend behind us, and the dadgum Braves are 0-3.
Be good, man.
Got swept by the Phillies up in Philadelphia, man, over the weekend. Not a good start to the season. I still think the Braves are going to have a good year, just like last year. Man, they got pretty much the same nucleus of kids, and but man, it ain't ever good to start 0-3. Good gracious. And James Dodgers, they're 2-1. They lost their the opening game, but they've come back and won two. They're loaded. How do they ever? They may not ever lose. They may not lose another game. This may be the record. They lose the opening game and then never lose another game.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know how they do it, man.
Well, my Cubbies are 1-1, and we should win it all this year, baby.
You already got them in the World Series.
I got them in the World Series, man. If I watch it,
my
I'm still
God.
upset with the Major League Baseball, but I ain't gonna get into it because
Yeah, it's political. Let's don't do politics.
We don't do politics on the show.
Yeah, let's don't do that.
But you're right about that.
Yeah. The NFL draft is coming, man. April the 29th.
Now, who do
You want to watch the draft?
We need to. We need to do that.
Have a draft party?
Have a draft party.
Let's do a shrimp bowl at my house.
Let's do that.
I'll volunteer at Hennigan's house. We can have shrimp bowl at Hennigan's
And
house.
get David Ames, get Kevin Watson over there.
He'll cook them.
Man, they say Kevin Watson.
Oh, yeah.
Do it, buddy.
Yeah, but anyway, the NFL draft on the 29th, McShay still says Trevor Lawrence is headed to Urban Meyer down at the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll see. It should be a good one. A lot of Alabama players drafted, 1 or 2 Auburn players being drafted. It ought to be good.
I heard
NFL draft.
Smitty may go 5th.
5th. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Coach Daniel. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for checking in.